Hello, Peter.
Hi, Peter.
How are you?
Happy Mother's Day, all you mothers. And
Happy-
Peter.
Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. We'll keep saying that throughout the thing. So yeah.
No, I'm not gonna.
Yes.
And we're gonna use our devices to see the chat because I got carrot eyes.
And I have to sit closer to be able to see the. Otherwise, I lean up to look. So this I can see because I got my words just right. Can you hear us okay? Or are the birds too loud? You gotta turn your sound off.
I did.
Okay. Okay.
See?
Yeah.
How come it says my event hasn't started yet?
Refresh it. Close that one. There. You gotta watch your stupid ad.
I knew that.
Hi, sea lions.
Hey, sea lions.
I was just thinking about you the other day and thought, dang it, I think she missed her live last Sunday.
Yeah, we
So-
ain't been live in forever.
Yeah, we haven't been live in a while, and so we're oh good. I'm glad the sound sounds good, Peter. Celine says, "Hi, look who it is. My favorite couple in Arkansas. This is Candace from Texas."
Hey, Candace.
Awesome.
So for Mother's Day, we're grilling out,
He's grilling.
and we splurged and got some what kind of ribeyes.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't had ribeyes in forever. We had to take out a loan.
Dang it! I guess I didn't get the Nightbot set up right.
What the
Wait.
Nightbot's not
It
working?
says the alias you set this command to be self-promote does not exist. I didn't see anybody do that. I don't know.
It sounds like one that I may have set up a long time ago, but we never used. Self promo.
Yeah, that's something. It's right here. I just Oh yeah, probably didn't set that up. I didn't set it up. Why is it telling me the thing?
We're
Yes, I do recognize Nightbot. I set Nightbot up so that you can do King and drop your link. No, Bink.
Bink, not King.
Bink. I'm thinking of Peter's for some reason. Hey, Ginger. You come in, Buster? Come on. Buster says he has to be part of the live again.
Sea Lions, we haven't been doing a whole lot of videos just here and there because it's just busy and I'm back to work and so I don't have a lot of time to help. But Debra's been doing a lot of stuff with the rabbit cage and we got a mini excavator. We're going to be doing stuff with that. We're ordering parts for it because it needs some more attachments. And what did we do yesterday? Oh yeah, we put a new gate in so we could access the little garden area.
Come here, Buster.
Debra had started a bunch of stuff from seeds, but a bunch of it got ate.
Yeah, we think that it's wild rabbits out around the property that are eating the stuff. We don't have a fence around my garden yet.
There's wild rabbits everywhere.
Yeah, we need a fence so they can't get to it. And I just bought some more starch yesterday too. No, he wasn't doing IT for a school. He was looking to get into that job before, but he didn't get it. We found something else, and he did that for a while, and they cut his hours back a lot. So he found another job, and then told him that he found another job, and then started the other job. And the potatoes are in the kitchen.
I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy, and onion.
Peter says, Brett, quit eating Debra's garden.
I'm gonna go on that old meat diet, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I go on the diet what I can afford to eat.
Yes, they are pretty steaks. What is that going on here, Buster? Okay.
So yeah, we got caged rabbits. They don't mess with our stuff.
No.
But the wild rabbits, they like the garden.
Yeah, Buster got pretty big. Fritz is around somewhere. He's mostly hiding from me because I've been doctoring him. He's got a cut on his left ear. Um, and it was pretty wide, but it's been closing up and stuff. I couldn't stitch it or anything. He wouldn't stand for that, so we just kept it packed. And now it's just a slight little scratch on the top of his ear, and it's closing up. But
I washed my hands.
Peter says he bought a couple of T-bones yesterday. Yeah, we didn't catch the meat sale yesterday. We wound up going to Mina to get some animal feed, looking at gates so we can put some more gates in our fences so we can get tractors and stuff out. Starting to sprinkle again.
Well, as long as it doesn't land on the laptop.
Right.
There's little tiny pinholes here and there on this.
Just a little bit closer. There we go.
It's just one of those fold-out, yard pavilion shade thingies that my dad,
That my dad,
her dad, gave us.
Yeah.
So we're out here on the slab grilling.
Thank you for not putting claws in my legs. I didn't have a scar from where you did it last
Garbage
time.
cans over there.
Good dog, Ginger. She was what? I was sleepy.
We even have an outdoor sink.
Go wash your hands. Yeah. Let's see. He's in. Well, you can't see it, but right behind, but just over, right here, this white spot is actually his shed. It's just hard to see it. See, Brett's washing his hands at the outdoor sink.
It's a portable sink.
Tasmanian life, island life. Hello. Yes, you do need a bank loan practically to buy a sink, to buy a steak over there, probably. Almost here, too.
I'll sell you a portable outdoor sink for $40.
Hello, Heather Hopper.
You just wheelchair the sink around, and then you just hook a hose to it. Outdoor sink. No hot water, unless it's a sunny summer day.
Still have my Butt Nuggets Homestead cup. He still has his just misplaced somewhere on the property.
I have no clue.
I think I saw it the other day. I just got to go back in that spot again and look again. And I'll
Probably in the barn somewhere.
That's where I think I saw it. If we bring out a glass of water or something, if we don't keep up with it, we'll forget it out there when we get busy with something else. So usually I just try to bring a bottle of water because those I can just put the lid on and just come back to them later. Thank you, Sea Lion. She says, my hair looks so pretty that length and color. Well, the color...
It's not purple anymore.
Yeah, it used to be like a metallic purple kind of color, but it didn't stay very metallic-y or purple for very long. The box, when I looked at it, looked kind of brown, so I got it and then got out of the store, was looking at the box on the way home and said, oh, it says it's purple or metallic mauve. I'm like, okay, well, we'll see what it does. Tasmanian Island Life says it's crazy the price of beef here. I bet. Y'all don't have a lot of cows over there in Tasmania, do y'all? So everything's probably imported from the States or something.
That's probably 4 or 5 pounds of meat, and it was almost $50. Right?
I don't know what you do with the thingy. Sea Lion says, please hit the light.
73 pounds, $43.60.
It'd be good.
But we ain't had ribeye in what? At least 6-8 months.
Yeah, if not longer.
It's been mostly beef brisket, steak,
It may have been a year
hamburger.
and a half or so since then.
Yeah, we ain't had ribeye in a while.
Very long time. I don't remember. Yes, kind of almost highway robbery. And we're here in Arkansas. And there's cattle all around us. So I think maybe we need to invest in a Dexter cow.
One cow and we could retire.
Dexter cow, and then maybe a little Dexter bull too. And we'll just kind of keep him off to himself. Except for when we're
I'm
ready.
not getting into that mess until we get more organized.
Yeah, we got to get our fence set better. Because they will get out as they are now.
We're just now getting where the rabbits are more manageable, the chickens are more manageable. And of course, we're out of the goat business right now.
Yeah, we don't have any more goats.
That last goat attack was pretty much our straw that broke the camel's back on the goats for now.
Had 3, 2 babies, and the mama basically that was taken out, and the male was the only one left, so we rehomed him.
And he's got another female, so he's happy.
Yeah, and he's got a new female, a younger one, so they don't know anything about each other.
I was new to this whole country thing, and we really wanted some goats just to kind of get some experience.
Yeah, practice with them first. So we'll get some real goats later.
Or some lamb.
I can't eat lamb.
I can. More for me. Happy Mother's Day. I love you.
Then get me a large saltwater tank, and I'll grow lobsters.
A rock lobster.
No, not rock lobsters.
I've been thinking about some kind of just contained ponds. Like you can buy them big tanks.
Yeah.
And we just grow fish in there.
Yeah.
Some lobsters.
If it's salt water, you don't what.
Freshwater
would be
mud bugs. We'll grow mud bugs.
Buster, you
and we'll pretend they're
all
shrimp.
over me. Hey, it's all Grady. Welcome in.
We'll season it. We'll give people. We'll serve them with butter, and nobody be the wiser.
How many dogs we have now? Well, we're with 8, but 2 of those are still Peters.
Yep, Grady. Hey, Debra was. I got to tell you this.
Rick and Connie, hello.
And so Debra was brushing Grady the other day, and we found a tattoo of Marcel.
Not really, but it was funny. When he got to brush him and stuff, and he got kind of thin in one spot, and Brett goes, "What's that right there?" And I said, "That's his skin." He goes, "No, that's a tattoo of Marcel's face." Not saying you have a blank face, Marcel.
And Grady doesn't have a tattoo.
And Grady does not have a tattoo.
They did have a little bit of a bug problem, but we got them meds like last week.
Yeah, they had fleas and ticks, and I've seen a couple of like worm sightings, so we got him dosed up and everything yesterday for the worms, and a couple of weeks ago we got them dosed up for the flea and ticks, and they're doing good.
It's night and day.
Yeah. Thank you, Rick and Connie, or probably Connie, because she said that she was going to tell Rick what to say on the computer when
That's what you do.
Yeah, but you don't listen.
That's right.
Nor do you even...
I don't want you to get spoiled.
That's why I took you off of Tiny Farm Nuggets so you wouldn't type if you weren't typing for me.
I spoil you.
Yes. Yep. Happy puppies. And speaking of happy Mother's Day to all you moms, since we have 10 people in here watching. And even if you wind up being not a real mom and you're a dad being a mom and dad, happy Mother's Day as well.
Oh,
Well, sometimes there's just like a single parent thing and they have to do both roles.
say straw.
No, I'm not falling for that again like last time.
Happy day, happy Mother's Day. Happy day, happy Mother's Day.
He's a kook.
Happy dogs, happy dog.
Buster, seriously, you gotta quit getting all over the dogs because I'm pulling off what I think are seed pods and they wind up being dried eye boogers from the dogs.
I'm standing up because I'm tending to the grill.
Mm-hmm.
Turn it a little, show the grill. We're grilling the steaks. Oh, you can almost see them.
Ta-da! Okay, I can go back a little bit. Wait. Gotta watch that pinhole up there. I don't want it dripping if it drips.
Yeah, I don't think it's even sprinkling right now, though. There might be residual water.
I don't see any drips in the little puddles over there, so we're good.
Hi, Mom! In case she sees.
Hello, Ark. Tell
Hey.
Janice we said Happy Mother's Day. Connie, Happy Mother's Day. Sealands, Candace, if you're a mom, Happy Mother's Day. That's you're bringing flies through me. Why won't you turn the other way so people can see your face instead of the back of your head?
I should get some utensils.
Buster, let's turn you around. Don't give me the squint eye. Yeah, you're turning around. You got your eyes open, so turn around so people can see your cute kitty cat face. So we got Sealand saying Brett the grill tender. Rick and Connie says grill tender. LOL. You're welcome, Connie.
This is where we
You're
hope to
welcome,
eventually
Candace.
do our outdoor kitchen gathering area,
You're a mom
laundry place.
Yeah, one day
Spare
this will
bathroom,
be
shower thing.
that when we get everything set up.
It's going to be when it happens because we don't know.
Yes. Buster, you're not opening your eyes. He's like, whatever. Buster, look at the camera. Look more at the camera. There you go. Thank you, Janice. Thank you, Art. And it's the hair. I don't know if I can see it. Yeah. Steam coming off of it.
Yeah, we'll just grill these up. I want to get them a little seared here. And then they'll be ready to
Are we
flip.
going to do the onion in the toaster oven later like I did last time? I can soak
After
it.
they're cooked, I'm going to wrap them and I'm going to put them on the cold side of the grill to stay warm.
Okay.
And turn these down to low. And I'm going to put the onion in the tin foil with the meat.
Okay.
And let it fester.
Okay.
It's called letting it stew.
Yeah, but never mind.
You don't worry your pretty little head about it. I'm going to make them fantastic.
Okay.
I'm going to try not to spit on them.
You will not spit on them.
That's how French people cook.
Let's see. What did I lose? Peter says, okay, wait, let me do it. Letting his chickens and guineas free range. Yes. We're trying to work on that with the dogs. We let Bud in the other day. He did real good. Then we introduced another dog, and it was going fine.
With one loose rooster.
With one loose rooster. So 2 dogs in there, no problem. We added a third problem.
That rooster lost its tail feathers.
Yeah, most of his tail feathers are gone, and Brett's like, "Oh no!" And I'm like, "No, not that one, the other one."
Yeah, I thought the chicken was dead, but it was just a pile of tail feathers. and Nugget actually ended up pinning it down, and they don't seem to bite. But if left to their own devices, they would have killed it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But we were out there watching them, and he said, "No."
So we had Bud, and then we had
a little over
Ginger
inches,
in there, and two.
Well, they
Bud
got
and
in
Ginger,
there by accident.
Yeah, Bud and Ginger was doing real good together, and then Nugget came in. And when Nugget came in, him and Ginger started kind of playing, and the rooster
scared the chicken.
It scared the rooster, and then they're like, "Oh wait, we can chase that." And they didn't want to just chase it; they wanted to hold it down and keep it still so we could catch it, and put it in the pen. And well, Jasper wasn't too happy about that because he's been used to being free range in his big yard.
She names them all. I just call them chicken.
No, not all of them have names. Just the 4 hens, Nikki, Junior, and Jasper. The others don't.
Anything's with wings and feathers are chickens.
Although the other dark rooster and with those other roosters, his name's Joaquin.
Those hummingbirds are chickens.
I don't name them.
I know, but they got wings and feathers, so they're chickens.
Yeah, but I don't name them.
Seagulls are chickens.
Yes, I don't name them either.
Pigeons are chickens.
I don't name them either. I only name certain ones.
Maybe you're a chicken.
I'm not a chicken. Buster, what is this on your neck? That's weird.
This looks like a scab.
No, I think it's some kind of weird growth. I just haven't looked at it, I think.
Squeeze out the juice.
No, not here. That almost looks like a tick right there, but I don't think it is.
Let Peter adopt her.
Yeah, it's not a tick on it, so that's good. All right, so what have I missed?
Peter will get him the care he needs.
Okay, saw those. Organic food, yes. DE, yeah, it works when the ground's wet or dry, but when the ground gets wet, it doesn't do any good for the DE because they bond together instead of being all dry and loose.
She's got DE all over her greenhouse.
Oh, well, no, the bottom thing that you saw in there, that's the bone meal that the dogs pulled down. And
she's got bone meal all over her greenhouse.
Yeah, the dogs busted open the bag of bone meal. It had a tiny hole. They smelled it and wanted to see what was in it, and they were disappointed that it was just powder. But a few of them came out with very white-coated chunks.
Hey, moon dog.
The truck that flipped over, what happened to that? It had 2 timing belts, and the rear timing belt went out, so we had to buy a new vehicle to get a new vehicle.
A new used vehicle.
A new used vehicle.
And now that one's broken.
We've got a Brett blah blah blah. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Happy Mother's Day, Denise.
If y'all ain't watching It's All Grady, I mean, they got the best videos, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Making Denise.
Oh, yeah, I forgot this one.
She just hit the ground running with making videos. Interesting intros and visionary stuff. And yeah.
Dear March was getting cover tags went outside since the 1st of April and let them out. Yeah. The guineas are really good about getting them. It's just I've got to have a
there's doves
yard separating
there's doves all over.
Yeah, I've got to have a yard separated from the free range and chickens so that the dogs can't get them because 3 dogs and more. They just have fun with the chickens. But 2, they just go to different corners and just sit and relax and let the chickens run around. And when we were out at the garden yesterday, I told Jasper, because he was over there looking over at Bud like,
"Hi, JB.
What are you fixing to do there, dog?" And I told Jasper, because he's looking like he wanted to go over and check him out. So I asked him, or told him, "Go get him. I'll get there in a minute." So I told him, "Go get him." And Bud didn't move or anything, and Jasper looked over at him, looked at me, and goes, "Like you're crazy, lady. I ain't doing that."
What do you think? Should I turn them? I think I should turn them. They're starting to get a little stiff on the top.
Yep, yep. We got lots of doves around here for sure.
I'm gonna let them sear just a little more.
Yeah. Besides his EJ, his all of his roosters are just Mr. Uh, Bard Rock, Mr. Whatever, Mr. Buff, Mr. Moran, and all that kind of stuff. That's what he calls them. Yeah, I sprinkle DE in their food sometimes.
I miss Earl.
When I put the DE in their food, they first look at it funny and stuff, and I just kind of stir it around more so that kind of covers it and disguises it and basically gets dirty so they can't see it because they think, what's Mama doing, poisoning us or trying to medicine us? And they don't like medicine. Hi, J&B.
Oh,
Happy Mother's Day to everybody, for sure. Yes. You're welcome. I'm at the bottom. Yes, it is. She does do a good job with her videos. Now I'm getting cat hair all over me, Buster. I need to take the brush to you again.
all the stuff that we don't do, changes of scenery, what we try to do, but no way near. I mean, we're mainly still just doing this for fun because we're trying to catch up.
Yeah. Well, it helps if you've got more cameras too to put them in different locations and stuff.
We'll get there. We'll get
Yeah.
there
It's
eventually.
just all the cameras that I have. Those other two. I don't know if the batteries are going to stay holding or not. I got to charge them up and speak because I just found them again.
What,
So
those two off-brand ones?
yeah, the
Yeah, that'd be.
Dragon Touch and the
Hey,
other
if we
one,
could
whatever
use
it
them,
was.
yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, if their batteries will hold, or if I can get them to charge and record at the same time, I can just put them with a power station. I've got 3 power bricks. Um, Ben's over acres. Hello, haven't seen you in forever. Need to get back over one day and check out
How come
your
I don't
channel.
see that? Oh, I gotta do my chat. Do I sort differently?
Yeah,
Oh, there it is.
I can't do anything on this side, and I don't have the other one. Okay.
Hey, Benzovers.
The 2 little black kittens.
We got one of the black kittens
One of the
left.
kittens is left. Fritz is the one that's left. He was the long-haired one, and the little short-haired one, Simmons. He went out to go hunting with Fritz,
Bud.
and he never came back.
Hi, Bud.
But knowing how, and this is when he was still younger. Hey, bud.
He says, "Are we cooking steak?"
Did you just fart? Your head's wet.
I
Your
heard
head's
we're
wet.
cooking steak.
Oh, not just wet. You stink.
Oh, did he find a skunk?
I don't know what he got into, but it stinks. I need to wash my hand now. Buster, move to Daddy's chair a minute. Move over. Go to Daddy's chair. No, don't sit me. Go over. Move over. Go to the chair. Thank you. Be right back, folks.
Daddy doesn't think we stink, but I'm still not gonna touch it.
Touching his head stinks like that.
Well,
I'm going to go get those deodorizer wipes, bud. That is a stinky head. I almost want. Oh no.
what?
They found that dead rat and a dead bird in the yard. I think they took them underneath the house, and I think they've been rolling around under there. That's why we hear those plump,
Oh,
plump,
you dogs are awesome.
That's why we hear those plump, plump, plumps underneath the house.
Yeah, we gotta block that off. All right, guys.
Y'all will soon
Seared
not
enough?
be using underneath the house.
I think not. I want a little more seared.
And it's got to be seared on the other side too. And I have nothing to dry my hands on. One more second again, let me go find a towel.
You want to use my shirt? That's what
No, I can't use mine because it's furry.
I did. Happy Mother's Day, all you mothers. I'm gonna have to turn these over. I'm gonna have to turn these over because I don't want them overcooked. Yeah, Bud's a freaking great dog. I would say that's why.
And just here for now, dry our hands.
J&B, we don't know. Our older son actually is here. You don't see much of him because he's just computer geeky and stuff. And our younger son,
He doesn't have any plans right now. The younger son doesn't have any plans to move to Arkansas. But that could possibly change if the girl he's dating and him come out and she likes the place and wants to move, then maybe. But
Bud's a big old sweetheart, sea lion.
where was I at? That one. Did I miss anything? Okay. But yeah, he our youngest one, Nick, he doesn't have any plans to move to Arkansas. Or if he does, it won't be here. It'll be kind of in the city.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. I see a plane.
Yes, that's the idea.
Okay, let's
That's
see.
how you
Where
get them
am I?
seared.
Yes, love Bud. Definitely handsome and sweet. And he goes in there and basically can kind of almost walk up to the loose rooster, and the rooster just looks at him like, "Okay, hi, it's you." Okay, so they're real good. Thank you, Jake Hudson. He just liked and shared.
Hey, Jake.
We're doing good. Brett is grilling since today is Mother's Day, and I'm not having to cook except for the.
I told you we could just have the meat and onions. I don't care.
I want baked potato too, so I'm gonna do those in the microwave in a bit. 3 potatoes, 16 and a half minutes in the microwave, and then they're done. But I usually go another few minutes after because I like them to be a little bit more done. For some of the potato has a little bit of crisp to it. I'm crazy that way.
All right, I'm gonna kill these flames. Can you? I'll get it.
If that's supposed to be father, then yes. But as I said before, single parent of a child that has to do both roles is both mother and father to the child.
No,
Yes.
just the father. Having to take on. I guess you're right. I don't know.
Yes, Bud is the best. Good to hear you're doing good, Jake. Do, yes, I still have my rabbit colony. I have two, the male colony and the female colony.
Somebody just came and got 3 rabbits today, and it was $500. For 40 rabbits, it's free.
They traded us a bag of rabbit food for 4. It was going to be 2 females and a male, but
Hey, where's my water bottle?
the cousin, the little girl cousin that was there, wanted to have a second male rabbit, so they took home 2 males and 2 females, and they'll do good.
Sounds like mellowing out.
But she's also asked for. She wants a little black bunny, a small one. Oh, oh, oh! Don't spill that. That's just putting out. That's just steam now. But he put out a fire that had a grease fire in there. Yes, you know what I mean. But yeah, we have the female colony. It's a lot thinner, and the male colony is a little overpopulated right now. Actually, the female probably is too. It's just they don't all come up to the top so much anymore because they know that I'm going in there and checking them periodically to pull any males out because I still have signs of females pulling hair and gathering hay and then carrying it down into the hole, so I know that means they're getting ready to birth. I'm doing the onion.
I love onion on steak and with liver.
J&B says, "Good job, Brett, to cook for your dear wife a nice meal on Mother's Day?
Oh, this time of year, I'm going to be grilling every Sunday because we like to grill a bunch of meat and then put it away. And
Every
then
Sunday, shoot. You would want to grill Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
I'm just talking about when you fire up the grill, you cook large quantities of meat, and then you ain't got to cook all week.
Yeah.
The meat, anyways.
Dang it, we didn't prepare the brisket
Well, we can do that later.
later, yeah. Well, yeah, we'll probably do that while we're watching Peter's. And the potatoes are getting done. Or later another time.
It's fine. It's shrink wrapped. We bought the big thing of freaking beef brisket because that's the only way to get cheaper meat these days. And we got to slice it up in separate things, freezer bags, or seal it with that food sealer thing.
Yeah. Marcel and Denise, thank you guys for coming in. You guys have a blessed day as well. And happy Mother's Day again to all the moms out there. We are at 36:15 into the live right now, so we've got about 34 minutes or so. Or
I can't do it.
We won't go all the way to Peter's 5:30 this time. We'll just stop at 5.
Well, we don't know. We might.
Well, it depends.
No, I might.
Yeah, it depends.
I don't really care. I mean, I don't mind.
Well, I still got to gather the eggs from the egg things, and I wanted to.
I still got to play with my excavator.
I need to go take those plants out of the wagon since the water's holding in there. I don't want them being too overwatered.
Yeah. Well, we can do that after the live.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have a little break in between ours and Peter's so we can do that stuff.
Yeah. Do we get Amazon Fresh out here? I'm not sure if how much of it would be delivered out here to our area. I'll have to ask Chris because he was staying at somebody's house when he was doing stuff like that, but I'm not sure if he was doing the Amazon Fresh or if they were doing the Uber Eats type thing or the other thing, the Instacart. I don't remember which one he was using.
Pandora's $20 a month now?
No.
How much is it?
Well, there's still the cheaper one, but the premium was like 12 something. And that's the one that you wound up doing the other day or last month.
I seen I was getting charged a bunch of money for Pandora. I said, no. I like music, but there's such a thing as free music still.
Yeah. Yeah, he sometimes forgets that he said that I don't care about the commercials, and then if we listen to something, especially if it's on YouTube, they will just cut right into the middle of the music and just cut it off and put their commercial instead of waiting to the song to end, especially if it's one that's got like a bunch of different songs playing for like 30 minutes, an hour, whatever. They'll just break up the middle of the song or something. He's like, darn it. Like, we're not paying for this one either.
I want to listen to uninterrupted hill people music.
Then listen to the ones that we've got on the computer, put them on a disc, and put them in the thingy, and then listen to them.
Yeah, all them tunes we got is too much to sort through. I can't do it.
I'll sort them one day. I just gotta have access to your computer from mine.
You got that?
Yep.
All the time spying on me.
I am not.
Like there's anything to spy on.
Right. Oops. What did I do? What was that thing? I don't know. How's the health? Health's doing good. I've got. Let's see. What is it? August, I think, is when my next checkup is. I'll have to look at my phone later.
We put weed block up on our front fence.
Yes, we put weed block up there to keep the dogs from seeing out. We looked into getting the chain link fence privacy screen stuff, but that
way cost prohibitive.
Yeah, so it's like, well, what else can we do? And I was like, well, what about the either some kind of
Yeah, it was her
sunscreen or something like
idea.
that. And I was just, what about just
hardware cloth? It's cheap.
no, not hardware cloth,
Uh,
garden shade
weed
cloth or
block.
weed block. Yeah, weed block. We put weed block in there and figured if nothing else, once the dogs
It
decide.
blows in the wind, but we just hooked it on the top, and then that way it won't get all ripped up.
Yeah.
But when it's calm out, all the dogs will come because they can't see what's going on out front.
Well, Huck's
If
just
traffic goes by, the rare traffic we get.
when Huck wants to look out though, and they're not blowing, he'll go over there and stick his nose up under it and look
He's
out.
too smart for his own
Yeah,
good.
and he'll sit there. Like I said, I put it down in front of him the other day, and I says, "Leave it alone. Quit looking." And he immediately nose under the fabric and put his head up there and was looking out. And it was just like, Huck. And he's like, what? Hello, Arlene. Happy Mother's Day as well to you.
Hi, Arlene.
I don't guess the Bink dropped the link a while ago. I don't know. I tried it to see.
We got to just try it sometime.
I quit watching. I just got to reset it back up again. I thought I had it set up, but oh, I closed the window. I think you have to leave it open. So that tab is closed. I must have closed the tab the other day and didn't, because I refreshed all my
Well, tell them,
tabs.
not me. It's not my
Well, I'm
fault.
telling everybody, but I'm looking at you because you're the one that asks whatever you said about the night bot.
Ain't you cute?
Leave
Look
me
at the
alone.
little mommy.
Leave me alone. Blech. Rick and Connie says, LOL, can't fool Huckleberry. No, but he likes to try to fool us. I still wish that, although, who wakes up in the morning and decides to start their camera rolling, right? Like, first, wake up. That's what happened one morning. Wake up one morning and head to the bathroom, and on the way, before I could even get two or three steps from the bed, I hear, well, good morning.
Well, good morning.
And I look around, and I look at Brett thinking, okay.
He never wakes up before me.
Yeah, or at the same time. And it was like, and that was a weird way to say it, and it sounded weird. And I look around, I'm like, huh? And Huckleberry goes, well, good morning. One more time. And I went, well, good morning to you too, Huck.
More like Scooby-Doo style, but yeah, he kind of talks.
Yeah, it was kind of like Scooby-Doo.
We get home from some place after a few hours, and he'll come to the gate and he'll say, "Where were you?
Where were you? Where were you?" And it was like, except one day he actually put an F word in it. I was like,
Hold
where
on.
did you say that? Where? What? No, you do not say that. I mean, that one was almost. Brett even heard it and goes, "What?"
I don't know what you're talking about, lady.
Oh, yes, you
You made
did.
that up. I never.
Yes, that was definitely a creative idea to cover the road. I didn't know what else to do. I was almost ready to use some of the greenhouse plastic that's kind of, you can kind of see through it, but you can't because it's kind of whitish, and I didn't want to have to use that because I knew that they'll grab at it and probably poke holes in it. The way it is now, they've got a few places where they could look out or follow huckleberries.
We got more too. So
Yeah.
And we didn't even go all the way across. We went the main place where they hang out.
Yeah, the main places where they hang out.
It's a lot calmer.
Very much calmer. This was so funny. The other day, what was it? Thursday,
The flea and
Wednesday.
tick meds may have had something to do with that too.
Was it Wednesday or Thursday that the power company was across the street, and they'd been there for like 15, 20 minutes, and the dogs were all laying right up by the fence, and they were out there, they were talking, but it wasn't until the foreman got a little bit loud that the dogs started barking, and he goes, "We've been out here for about 20 minutes, and we didn't even know you had dogs."
They said something that we've never heard before. Your dogs are so well behaved.
Yeah, that was quite fun.
Our dogs, these dogs right here.
Let's see. Celine says there's a movie on tonight called Mother of a Day. That is kind of funny. Hi, Huckleberry. Did you hear us talking about you?
Buster stole my seat.
Huckleberry, you want to come up a minute?
Hi, Huck.
Good boy. Now turn over here and look at the camera and say hi. No, not me. Over here. Turn this way. Huck. There.
You want some steak?
Turn your head this.
How about some quarters?
No, don't hide. Oh, you're gonna sniff up. Okay, look this way. More.
That's Huckleberry tuna.
More.
Huckleberry.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I forgive you.
He's your Huckleberry.
He boxed me in the face and immediately gave me a kiss on the chin, saying, "Sorry, Mom." There you are. Yeah, you saw it. Yeah. You want to say hi to everybody? Say hello. Tell them say hello. That's a yawn. But I guess that's your hello, huh? You're just saying it quietly? Yeah? Okay. Oh, ow. Dude. Yeah, I know you. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. I know you didn't mean to. Stop. Ah. Ugh. All right, you're laying on me. You're laying on me. You're squishing my throat. Move your head. No, not that
Who
way.
wants to go for a ride on the ATV?
No. Huck, I love you, sweetheart, but you can't choke Mama. Yes,
Come
he
on,
has
Nugget.
gotten so big. He has really gotten big.
Nugget says, when do I get to be on? Come on,
I
Nugget.
can't reach the stuff.
Ginger.
Oh, move that so I can try to see. Okay.
Come on,
Hello,
Ginger.
Rose Moss. Hello. Happy Mother's
on,
Day
Ginger.
to you as well.
They're like, something's up. I ain't going for this. Come
Ginger.
on, Nugget.
Ginger, you want to come over and say hi? Come
I
over
guess
here.
Nugget's bashful.
Come over here this way, Ginger. Oh, ouch.
Hi,
Dang it,
Ginger.
Huckleberry. Dude. Oh.
There's Ginger.
Anybody hear my teeth clap?
She's a sweetheart.
Oh.
You pet her sides of her head like this, and she'll stick her head up like Snoopy.
Hi, Ginger. Ginger, tell Peter. No, but Huckleberry, I don't want to get bopped in the. Oh,
Say,
I've got a
Peter,
headache now.
Ginger, tell Peter you're having steak tonight.
What are you fussing about? You're the one that hurt me. Yes, you did. Okay,
Grady.
Can I have my lap back?
Come on, Grady.
Yes. Okay, I love you
He's
too.
around
Can
the
you get
other
down?
front. A lot of times they can't
Aw.
figure out that they can just walk around back and get
Okay,
in over
sweet
here.
love. All right.
Hey,
Get
Grady.
down there. Oh no, not further in my lap.
Come on,
please.
Grady.
Oh, but Huckleberry, stop. Daddy helped.
Huck. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Come on. Good boy.
You're killing Mama now.
Oh, you're killing Mama.
Ugh.
Oh, good boy. Good dog.
Yeah,
Good dog.
he's quite big. And
All
he's
right,
not
now
even
you
our
got
biggest
Ginger.
one. He's not even our biggest one. Hey, Ginger. Hey, Ginger. Stay down. No, you can sit, but don't climb me. Hi, Ginger. Yeah. Don't get jealous, Huck.
All you guys watching are in a wheelchair right now.
Yeah, y'all are sitting in a wheelchair.
And no offense to anybody who actually is.
Right.
I don't know if you know, but I love picking up wheelchairs at secondhand stores because they make great for hauling feed or putting a camera on so you can move it. Have a stable thing to put. Well, we actually have our laptop sitting on it.
Yeah. We mostly get the ones that look like the seats are going to be no good anyway, or the backs where they might fall through.
That one's in pretty good shape.
That one is, yeah. But that one's the one that you found down there by the creek.
No, it's not. This is one I bought.
Oh, well, the other ones, yeah, we've got like 2 or 3 that we found down by the
20
creek
big ones.
that had washed from somewhere.
I'm expecting a lot of work out of that chair. I paid 20 big ones for it. $20 for a freaking wheelchair wheels. The wheels alone are worth that. I'm saying.
I know. No, don't get up. Thank you. All right, what else we got here? Yeah, Ginger. Okay, Huckleberry's the oldest, and then we've got like Grady
Hey,
and
Hopkins
Smooth.
Dirty South.
Grady
Hopkins
and
Dirty
Smooth.
South Homestead.
Yeah, we just have Grady and Smooth from that one. So Huckleberry from the first litter, Grady and Smooth from the second litter, And we currently have 3 from the last litter. And I do say last litter because Daisy has been fixed.
Yeah, Sea Lions wasn't in here in the beginning, and she asked about the garden.
Oh, okay.
We have wild rabbits eating the garden.
Yeah, my Brussels sprout plants, I bought 6.
We're going to trap them
Within
and take them
a
away.
couple of days of getting them transplanted, because I bought some Brussels sprout starts, and I got them planted. And within a couple of days, one of the plants was completely gone, and a couple others.
Either that or rabbit-proof fencing across the bottom.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we've got a bunch of the hardware cloth. We can just put that, and I don't think they're going to jump over it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So we might just do that for right now until we get the regular fence up.
Or put the trap out.
Well, that too.
That would be quicker, and then we can just take them somewhere where they can eat what they want.
Yeah. And there may be a possibility that 5 of the 6 baby rabbits that we brought home.
Spilling beans.
Well, yeah. I've got a little short video on that I'll put out sometime. But we brought home some little wild rabbits. They were babies. And
they were gave to us.
Yeah, they were given to us.
They were found. With these? They lost their mother.
Yes, they lost their mother. Can you guys do something with them? Y'all have rabbits. So I put them with the rabbits, and they did pretty good, but we found one of them out, and I was like, how'd they get out? And I noticed.
Oh, yeah. I meant to do that.
I noticed that in one of the spots where, when I bought, when we built the, yes, I just said a weird word, I know.
Say straw.
You trying to figure out how to say the That stuff's the good stuff. Montreal steak seasoning. It doesn't matter which brand it is, as long as it's the Montreal steak seasoning.
Well, Montreal is a brand, ain't it?
No, the brand name is McCormick.
Oh. Is that
Not
that
for
dude?
product placement.
Never mind.
No, it's no dude that you know or heard of.
Ooh, they got seared good on the other side too.
I'm working on my garden, but what is? Oh, that's what that. Oh yeah, I put a placeholder at the bottom. That little white thing. I kept looking at it, going, "Why does it say CBHGH?" It's because I just kind of went with my fingers and then hit enter, and forgot to actually put what I was going to put there. Oh well.
Rambo doesn't know how to use Velcro. Rambo. It was held in by Velcro.
Yeah.
You probably can't see it.
I
couldn't see it either.
Peter said hi to Hopkins herself, but I didn't. Hello, Missy and Marty. Hello, how are you guys? And happy Mother's Day, Missy. Hello, Wichita Mountain Living. Mike, how are you guys doing? Yes, we are grilling and dogging.
I don't like dogs.
We won't grill the dog, don't worry. We don't grill those dogs. We might grill hot dogs, but not our hot dogs.
Shut up while you're ahead.
No.
I'm sorry right now. I'd like to apologize.
I'm still petting you.
Now see,
these dogs are so. No, we're not grilling the cat.
Thick onion chunks.
It only showed up as just a white. That's okay. No, we're not gonna grill the cat, Mike. Maybe grill catfish.
Okay. Can you turn it?
It's there. Don't.
Thick onion chunks on the tin foil, and then we're going to fold the tin foil over. This is the side that the gas is off. We're just keeping it warm, and we're going to let the onions fester in there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay if the grease from the other side gets on the onions, you see, the hot grease.
Well, yes.
I am a master chef. I don't know. Actually, I wish Dogman was here. He could be cooking this.
He's in the chat.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I know he's in the chat. That's why I said I don't like dogs.
Yeah. Oh, you cheated and looked at your phone.
That's not cheating. I can't see way over there.
I know. But I hadn't got to that
I have
yet.
googly eyes.
No, you don't have googly eyes.
I got a bag of them in the house right now. I usually
Okay,
carry
those, yes. This is just one of those. It's a commercial series charbroil grill. I didn't know it was that one.
We got it at a secondhand shop.
Yeah, we got it at a secondhand shop. It wasn't even brand new when we got it, but the real grill that was a nice grill can't be used because it went through the house fire. It was sitting wasn't sitting under the house or anything. It was right next to it. I can use it for smokering and charcoal, but not for gas anymore unless we change everything out.
Yeah, you can get that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, the knobs and stuff, we can get all that if we want
Yeah,
to.
and then we could probably get the fireproof paint and stuff and make it look
It's
good.
just right back there.
Yeah.
Behind this one.
Move the camera and show if you want. Some people may remember, some people may not, but we still have it.
Yeah, it went through a fire. It's got some of the other fire debris on it. And there's the kitchen, the shaved ice kitchen. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? This is one of the things from our old house, is one of those faux antique wagon things. It had horses in front and everything. I just keep it because I think it looks cool.
Yeah, the horse and the little dude was made out of a different type of metal, and they melted.
And this is something that Critter picked up at a pawn shop, or not a pawn shop, but a secondhand store one day. It had the whole bullet parts on it. Somebody made a rocket out of bullets. It's freaking pretty cool. Went through the fire. Rust stuff. And this is from one of our antique, well, one of them old chest things. Corner pieces of it. Oh, look at this. A lot of you can relate to this. Guess what this is? Can anyone guess what this is? Why would that be? Put your guesses in the comments. Come on. Look at that. You see, this is a pair of old burned out vice grips, okay? That's a clue. What is that? Make your guesses.
Not a gear shifter. Yes, Sea Lance, he did say shaved ice kitchen. The trailer used to be an old shaved ice trailer. It is now our
It's now our temporary kitchen.
Our temporary outdoor kitchen. Until we get something better. No, not a poor woman.
There's all kind of other stuff inside the grill I've been putting in there. Like, maybe I'll keep this.
Why is it on top messages? Be on live messages. If I missed anybody, it's because I was on. Oh no, the other one showed everything. Never mind. Life with the Hopkins. Hello. Happy Mother's Day.
Life with the Hopkins? Are they related to?
It is them.
Oh.
Yeah. You forgot from last weekend?
Yes. I try not to use up well, all of it's needed brain space, but I try not to use up brain space. That's why I call all birds chickens. You see those chickens over there? And those ones over there? All chickens.
Birds.
All of them. Chickens.
Hummingbirds. Pigeons. Almost said parakeets is a chicken. Cockatiels.
Pigeon pot pie.
We had a cockatiel when the boys were little, and Brett used to go up to it and go, "Tastes like chicken, la da 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 da," and the cockatiel would go, da. And it would start, and after a while it would start going, hey, it's like chicken, da. So,
That's my favorite thing to make that bird say taste like.
yep. All right. So the object that Brett showed is actually used
There's
to be
flies out here. That's why I keep smacking my arms.
the shower knob for the shower, where you lift it up, turn it side to side. All we had was just a little stick out the thing when we first bought the house. It didn't have the shower knob on it, so we put a little pair of vice grips on it so we could use the shower.
Yeah, see, it's going right around 275. That's perfect.
Okay, cool. You want to eject Buster from your seats?
Well, people need to see my lovely face.
Yeah.
Or need to laugh at me and stuff.
Yeah. Let's see.
Come on, Buskirk.
What did we do with the inside of the kitchen? The shaved ice kitchen. Well, it's got a 2-burner electric skillet.
It's
or
just
electric
simple.
stove, 2 electric skillets.
It's just poor people stuff.
It's basically semi-functional.
What we needed to do to get by,
Yeah.
because all we have in there is like a hotel or motel kitchen.
Yeah, the tiny house only has
tiny sink, no space for dishes or anything.
And forget about any kind of like ventilation or anything. I don't
so we don't want to cook in there.
So
we did when we had to, but
for a while
that's why we got that.
Yeah.
So we had some place to cook, and that don't even have ventilation, but at least it's a separate
But at least
space.
I can open the windows.
And it's got big windows on both
sides. I can
sides.
blow out the thing with open the windows, but all the screens on the windows, so that's kind of a
and then there's tons of flies here.
Hello, Rita's roof.
Flies are always snuggling my nose to wake me up in the morning. Hello, good morning.
That's okay. Okay, it is 5:02. We will go for another like half hour or like 28 more minutes.
It's after 5.
Yeah, it's 5:02. I just have to look down and see it's 5:02.
Yeah, our onions got to slow cook and fester and get their juices in the meat.
So, Peter, I won't ask you or say anything about, since it's got half an hour, I'll ask you, are you going to be on time today?
We still got to go do the chicken thing, though.
Yeah, we can do that after.
Okay.
And, I mean, start him playing and stuff, say hi to him, go do the things.
I'm not trying to micromanage.
No, I know.
All right, then.
Yep.
I love it.
Well, the tiny house is just really, we didn't really do anything with it either. So just basically move in and just put a few shelves in there and a couple dressers. We finally have a couch bed in there, so we're no longer doing the bunk bed.
Yeah, but now we got to pull out a bed every night and put a bed up every morning. That's kind of a pain. I just want to get a couple ottomans.
No, or we could either
storage
do that,
ottomans.
We could do that, or the other couch that I showed you where you can each one of the seats has their own feet thing to pull out for a bed, so we can have a space in between to have a night table.
Can you lay flat on it, or is it like a recliner?
No, it lays flat.
Okay, maybe.
So we can either do it U-shaped or pull it out completely to have a big bed, or.
I know I don't want to go back to bunk beds.
No.
That was hell. We did it because it was space saving, and space
saving.
Safe spacing, and.
I still can't say
it. I'm doing it. No, I'm not. Anyways.
Hi, Big Matt.
Big Matt, right on. Good to see you, brother. Do some fishing and hunting and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I have to tell him.
Hello.
Yeah, we're just hanging out on Mother's Day.
The couch bed is quite comfortable.
Yeah, it's one of those that came in a box, and when you open the box, it explodes. Like compressed foam stuff. It's not the greatest.
It was all tight and stuff. We opened it up, and it just,
it's better than what we had. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I was actually glad that it inflated in the quick time that it did. Everything and everybody else had been saying that it took hours for it to deflate. So I'm guessing those had either been compressed for longer, and this one was just a fresh, compressed and sent, because it inflated. The memory foam mattress went from like an inch thick to the 4 inch or so thick that it is within seconds, and stayed that way.
And before this, we were still using cushions from the RV, that 76 GMC,
Yeah.
on a metal frame. And
Metal cot frame.
I just made bunk bed frames so we saved
It's
space
so
of having
sweet.
a whole,
Come on, Buster.
you know,
I
full
don't have
size
enough
bed or
animal
whatever.
fur on me. Come on. I'm going to have to change shirt before I eat. I am not eating with fuzz all over me again like I did the other day.
We eat with fuzz all the time.
I know, but I'm getting tired of it. I have to pick fuzz out of my mouth all the time.
I'll be back.
Well, kind of can't do that around here. Whoop. Hello there, kitty cat. Asked you if you wanted to. You didn't do it, and then you do it when I'm not looking. Okay, let's see. When will the world realize sleeping in a recliner? Well, actually, I do think that sleeping in a recliner is real comfortable, but there's not enough room in this tiny house for 2 recliners, or even 3, much less even. I mean, shoot, we had 1 in there once, and even that seemed like it took up too much room, and it wasn't an oversized recliner. Yeah. Do we still have this? Yes, we still have the RV. It's out front by the road. We've got part of the RV cover put up, but we still got to put the roof on it. Once we get the roof on it, then we can start working on the carport that we're going to put on here, which is a 20 by 20 carport put on the slab, which will cover most of the slab. Well, yeah.
Debra put googly eyes on the Toyota on Grandpa's pickup.
Yep, on the back where the 2 O's are in Toyota. But I gotta get black around the outline because otherwise it just looks like 2 little dots bouncing up and down.
It looks funny though.
Because it covered, because they were 4.9-inch googly eyes, adhesive googly eyes.
We're putting googly eyes on everything.
You got 7-inch ones on the.
You have
Brett's
googly
toy
eyes yourself. You may as well
just,
put googly eyes on
everything. The ground's a
everything
little
else.
too wet right now, and I don't want him going. Well, he don't want to be out there messing around on the ground and tearing up the yard more than it gets tore up. So that's why he's not on his toy today.
That, and I got other attachments I need to do. We're getting a hydraulic cooler.
Yes. Yeah, somebody else told us we should put some eyelashes on the googly eyes, or get googly eyes with eyelashes. With enough dog hair around here, I can just cut some off or pull some out and just glue them on there. What? You want your fur back? You want your fur back? It just came out. And no makeup. Oh, Huckleberry, are you being a good boy? Is this another seed pod stuck on your ear? Don't move, Buster. Yeah, it must have been because it left. Okay.
Why'd you hang a towel right there?
For drying hands.
It could be in the corner.
It slid.
Oh.
I put it on the top one. It's gonna slide. Downhill. Yeah, so put it on the bottom one and it'll stay over there. Just lift it up.
That's Dumas.
What did you do? Now you gotta find the hole in the towel and put it back on there.
I'm not scared. That's why we buy holy towels.
Wait, maybe I didn't have. Oh wait, there it is. Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet, Huckleberry.
Nest making.
Yeah, I can draw the eyelashes on with a Sharpie, but
I don't want eyelashes.
that.
I want it simple. Googly eyes.
You're so sweet, Huckleberry. Why are you being so sweet? You used to be a tiny little thing. The back, your back foot, from your toes to your back ankle, used to be how big you were. Yeah, I'm telling the truth. That's how big you used to be when you were little. Aw.
Tell about how he did with the chickens the other day.
Oh yeah, I let him in there with just me and him. So like I was saying, one dog, no problem in there with loose chickens. But you get two or three or more, and then you have heck to pay. You have to chase down chickens and dogs to save the chickens. Um, you got it pointing down. It's mostly at my lap now. There you go.
A total eclipse
Yeah,
of the heart.
Huckleberry, all the dogs love snuggling both Buster and Fritz. Yeah, where's Fritz at? Where's Fritz? Well, I know he was by the rabbits earlier. Where's he at now? Where? Back there again? Okay. Yeah, Huckleberry talks. He may
Where
not.
were you?
He may not always talk with his mouth.
Where were you?
Where were you? Where were you? Where were you?
Oh, good morning.
Where were you? You don't want to talk? Will you say bye?
Where were you?
Will you say hello?
Where are you?
Oh, every time I ask you to do that, you just yawn. You don't make any sound when you do
Where
that.
are you? Where are you? Where are you? You're
Hello,
making me look like an
Ace.
idiot.
Hello, Ace.
I don't need any help in that department.
How
Talking to
am
Huck.
Huck, you're making Daddy look crazy.
Where are you?
He says, I don't want to talk right now. We're just going to have to, I gotta have to get those outdoor cameras and one day to catch it.
Yeah, nobody believes you.
No, the dogs mostly sleep out night, outside. The only one that's inside right now is Lily, and that's because she's exiting being in heat. Um, she doesn't want to come out until the dogs quit trying to chase her around and following her around because she's
She
at the
went and hid in the tall grass last time we let her out.
yeah, we let her out, and we have this patch of tall grass back here behind us that we're because it's got some
It's rabbit food.
wild herbs in there that I'm keeping an eye on, and we don't want to mow the whole thing down. Um, but it's just kind of funny because she went and hid in there and was thinking that she was all hidden from everybody, but the dogs found her, and she was sitting there barking frontwards and backwards because she had one sitting behind her and one sitting in front of her, and she was going rawr, rawr, rawr.
Yeah,
Telling them,
so
leave me
before you
alone.
judge me for not mowing, Deborah has some wild herbs she's trying to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
And I'll plow them down.
Yeah, and until I point out where the spots are of where things are, otherwise, yeah, he'll mow everything. Shoot, a couple of years ago, went out there to my garden. He was thinning out the weeds, and he actually thinned out the collards and the cabbage and the turnips. And
I don't know what I'm looking at. I got googly eyes.
He gave them all to the rabbits and the goats when we had goats.
It was almost done anyway.
No, the cabbage hadn't even
I don't know
starting.
anything.
The cabbage had, and then the collards were
I'm nothing
all
without
leafy.
you.
I guess he thought because they were towards the back and everything else was to the front, and some of the other areas had nothing. And I guess he figured those were weeds had come and taken hold, so he was just weeding out the area for me.
I didn't figure nothing. I just yanked stuff.
Yeah. I came out there. I'm like, where did my cabbage go? I mean, because I swear it was at least about the size of a silver dollar, and it was getting bigger. And I was
cabbage.
I was looking so forward to growing and harvesting my first head of cabbage. And he harvests a silver dollar head and gives it to the goats to the goats. But they enjoyed it.
Still a learning experience. I have the knots on my head to help me remember.
Rick and Connie did a face with like the X's for eyes about what you did to the garden.
I ain't got no clue. I don't know what I'm doing.
I told Judy yesterday when I was texting with her that I had to go out there and show you what's weeds and what's not weeds that I've from what I planted and what hasn't been planted, so he can know what he can get rid of. and what needs to be saved and
At least I set up your drip lines.
yes, he set up my drip lines yesterday, and
And I got you a garden sink, and
yeah,
we got the fence together.
yeah, yeah. We put a new garden gate up yesterday. Um, we also, when we went to town, we got one of those watering one nozzle things so I can get down low.
And another hose.
And we got another water hose. We
I
also got
wanna
another drip hose for the garden, which is a good thing because the main one that I have had in there for years, the holes are clogged up. Well, I thought all I had to do was just kind of poke a hole and it would work. And I used the nail, and well, now they just spray out. So I had to put tape over those, and I have to put little pinholes so they can just kind of drip.
What time you got?
5:15. So we got
Um,
either 15 more minutes or stop
I
whenever.
want to buy a bunch of that black hose, the farming hose. I've got 2 rolls of it. That's 100 feet.
Bury it.
I want, bury that and have that deliver water everywhere. And then you can use hoses, spigots from there. And we want to do a gravity fed water system, those kind of things. We want to do a lot of things.
Well, Missy and Marty, we're looking forward to it if you guys ever get out here. And if we ever have time where we not crunched and we can get out to Mississippi to see my dad and stuff, maybe we'll take a long trip and pop by or something.
We don't have time for visiting. We're trying to rebuild. That's our whole problem is we don't have really resources too much. Now that I'm working, we have income, but we don't have the time.
Yeah.
I don't. And you can't do it all yourself because
Right.
you're just a skinny little thing.
Yeah.
And we'll get there. It's just, man, if you're going to do this in Arkansas, you got to be patient because everybody's spread out.
I think probably if you were going to do this even somewhere else, it'd still be the same thing. Especially if you're.
Well, if it's not a population dense state, you can't find people you can even pay for help that are going to be reliable and show up and do things when they're going to do things. Not that people here are bad, it's just that time
You get the
seems
same
slower
thing
here.
even in cities. They may or may not show up.
Yeah, contractors. I'd rather do stuff with family and friends and neighbors and so we're trying to do more bartering.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody wants rabbit poop, we trade for something instead of money. That kind of thing. So if somebody's going to need some micro excavator work done, we trade for some help over here or something. That's what we need to be heading for, I think.
Okay. Rick and Connie Moondog says homesteading is hard? Question mark, question mark. Yes and no.
You get to decide when you're going to do things, but you pay the price if you don't do them when you can.
Yeah.
I think is a good way to put it. So we're motivated to do things. Every time we have to go somewhere to get something, that's half a day. So we try to get the somethings delivered and then we just stay home. But if you stay home all the time, you might go stir crazy too. Mm-hmm. So probably once a week, at the most once every 2 weeks, we get out. So, or at the least once every
Marty
2 weeks.
And Missy both with the 2 channels says, yes, you can, Brett, and you can do it, Brett, because I have faith in you. And Rick and Connie says, mint. Bartering is a win-win, yes. Mint not. Yes, homesteading is not hard. That's what she meant. That's what they meant.
Well, you have to be self-disciplined.
Yes.
And I'm not very. I'm pretty good at that, but
when it comes to the homesteading stuff,
Careful.
Sometimes he wants to, sometimes he doesn't want to.
I always
But-
love it.
But a lot of times too, it has to do with, will his back cooperate that day or not? And if not, then
Yeah, that's an off and on thing.
yeah.
Some days are good days, some days are bad.
Yeah.
If I have a bad back day, I ain't gonna get much done.
See, we will help you when we get there. Yes. Yeah. Even my dad, when he comes out, he helps us with whatever and stuff.
And
out
that
here.
dude's like a hunter.
He's been, no, he's not.
I'm just kidding, Dad. I love him.
Mhm.
And Marlene.
Let's see. Definitely need to get out to a thrift shop. Yes, we do go to thrift shops. We actually went to one. Did
We
do
plan
one or
on
two?
getting a ton of building supplies from
We went to one. No, wait, two? One or two
Habitat
yesterday.
for Humanity's, what is it called?
Thrift resale store.
Well, no.
The Habitat for Humanity resale store. That's what it's
Okay,
called.
whatever, but they got lots of windows and doors and sliding glass doors. I want to use that.
Mhm.
We're just gonna. It'll look good in the end, but
Yeah.
when it's being put together, it's gonna be like, what the heck are they thinking?
Yes, it is hard and time consuming, definitely, for doing homesteading. And like I heard somebody say the other day, I forget which channel right now, because if you've got them playing and stuff, especially if you got them on play and they just go one rep to the other and they may switch channels, you might forget which channel you were watching. So I don't remember who it was that said this, but they were talking about being let's see, what was the word I'm looking for? Hold on, I'll think about it while he's doing whatever.
I'm moving the camera up, so I ain't
What's
gotta
he
bend
eating?
over. A bug.
He says I'm not sharing or showing. He
There.
finished it, I guess.
It's
Hey, I didn't want to chat. Okay.
our outdoor kitchen. Phase 1 or 2.
Oh yeah, it was off grid. It had to do with being living off, doing off grid living. They said that even though people think that living off grid is cheap and easy, it's not.
It's not.
I said it's not. I didn't.
I
No.
always get her with that.
No, you don't.
I'm immature.
You don't get me with it. You just say it, because I don't say it's not. I say it's not. There's difference between where the west is, the S is.
Can you see how much fun this is for me?
Watch it, Buster.
I love it.
Today is my day,
Yes, dear. I love you.
so you gotta keep me happy.
You are. Okay. You're going to give people a wrong impression. We love each other. We're not about to kill each other. Oh, maybe she is.
No, I'm not gonna kill you or me.
If I have a dead man's trigger. If you don't hear from me, there's going to be an email going out. Debra did it. She finally got tired of me.
Jeez. I guess I need to have one out there that says whatever he says is the opposite, because if he dies from something else,
This is spy versus spy.
then I'm screwed.
She knows I love her.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. We've got let's see. Yes, love thrift stores. Hopkins Ready South says we need y'all and y'all's little toy. Sea Lion says Habitat resale.
Look at my portable sink.
Yes, they do.
Can you see it?
What kind of work are you doing, Brett?
If I could tell you, but then I'll have to kill you.
He does programming for a thing that does stuff for credit unions. That's all I know.
Yeah,
They do the bill. They send out the notices and stuff from
It's
the credit
credit union notice processing, and I'm
Yeah.
not supposed to talk about it.
That's all we can say. Other than that, that's it. That's it.
Right now, that's what it is. I've worked for fire department software companies, insurance software companies, screen printing and embroidery software companies, and utility billing software companies, all the bad stuff except for the fire department.
Yeah.
I really like the fire department one because it had nothing to do with greedy business, really.
Yeah.
It's more government stuff.
Hello, Heirloom Permaculture. Welcome in. And then once again, since it's been a little while and stuff, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Hope you guys are having a great day.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. The Fergie Maskisons.
No. And I can't believe you texted people that today.
I'm sorry. I have to be me. Everybody always says just be yourself, so that's what I do.
Yeah, but never mind.
Rabbits are killing each other.
That was a bird.
Oh yeah, there's tons of baby
That's a
birds.
blue jay.
There's tons of baby
There's
birds.
a blue jay nest over there.
They're
I went over
annoying.
there earlier, and one of them dive bombed me, thinking I was getting too close. I'm like, I'm not even on that side of the fence. Though yesterday I did go over that side of the fence, and it didn't bother me, so it must not have been near the nest.
Freaking baby birds are noisy.
Yeah, they are. We've got at least 1 or 2 nests up to the front, 1 or 2 back here, another one over there,
And we don't even walk the front side of the property. There's tons out there.
Yeah, and there's at least 1 or 2 nests in the barn too, because I went there the other day, and man, that was noisy. Shoot, I'd hate it if all the babies got to making noises all at once, saying they were hungry. That would be really noisy out here.
We're gonna put more googly eyes on things.
All right, 3 minutes, and then Peter King, Peter at Old Man King Homestead goes live at 5:30.
I don't like him.
All right, Sea Lions, it was good seeing you. Yes, we will enjoy our dinner. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. I'll try to get some kind of video out.
I don't get any. Deborah's gonna eat it all.
No, there's 3 steaks, 1 for each of us.
I don't have a dog in that fight.
Buster's all nice and secure.
We got a spare Chevy for the Trailblazers,
Yeah,
so we got spare parts now. That was cool.
It's an 06 Chevy Trailblazer.
Drew's buddy helped us out. Drew helped us out by introducing us to Drew's buddy again. We knew the guy, we just didn't know who he was talking about.
Yeah, we forgot or didn't realize that's who he was talking about. Oh yeah, we know him.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Contact us if you need vehicles hauled, and we'll refer you to him.
If you're in the Arkansas area. I don't think he wants to drive out of state.
That's very insightful of you.
Well, but never mind. Crazy. I would think people would probably think that you're probably not dressed or something, or dressed inappropriately, since you've not been on the camera very often, except for if they've actually seen you in the thing.
Well, I had to bend down when I was standing over there.
I know. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you standing out of camera range completely right now. You're back there behind the camera.
Fine.
Because, I mean, Buster's not even in your seat now. He was, and then he got up.
Oh, now he groaned at me.
No, that was Huckleberry. Buster's in my lap. He's not groaning.
I can't even move my seat that way because it's him.
Well, we only got about a minute.
You owe me a Coke.
At least you didn't jinx me for that.
Now I have to go tinkle. That's a manly word.
Thank you, Ace, for dropping.
I'm gonna
Peter's
drop out
live.
because I gotta. Yeah.
Well, we're fixing to end it anyway. And where are you going?
To go tinkle.
Behind Chris's shed?
Yeah.
Because all that's in the end right now. Ace is busting up laughing right
I'm
now.
gonna tinkle right here.
No, you're not. All right. It is 5:30 and Peter is going live, so we will say bye and hope you guys will join us again next week. Hope you'll join Peter at his on Old Man King Homestead. Link dropped in the bottom. Take care, everybody. God bless. We love you guys. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
I said end stream. Why is it still there?